In this lesson, I'd like to draw and discuss the extrinsic eye muscles. This video will be suitable for both A&P1 and 2 labs. I will use this again to discuss some of the major regions of the eye externally, and then you can see my video on the internal eye structures as well. But as we continue on looking at this, I'm going to begin with the 4 muscles that we can see externally, and I'm going to begin with the muscle I'm going to draw in red. And we're going to draw these external, and we're going to come through. I'm not going to color them in because it is pretty hard to do on the iPad. But the muscle in red here that is a superficial muscle is known as the superior rectus. Now there are 4 rectus muscles, and I'm going to draw all the rectus muscles in first. Here, now remember, this is a left eye. And this being a left eye, the left inserts medially, so this is the medial rectus that I'm drawing in blue. And then in orange, I'm going to draw a lateral rectus muscle. And then on the bottom, we're going to draw an inferior rectus muscle in here. So these will be the 4 rectus. Now, in class, we will color them in a little bit better, and I can at least attempt to give a little bit of a fill-in and a color here, but it just doesn't do very well on the iPad, on the ShowMe videos here. But for the most part, I can give a halfway decent effort because some of these, especially the ones on the top and bottom, I need to show you guys a little superficial and deep anatomy for some muscles, some relation between 2. So let's at least get some of these guys colored in here. Alright, so at least these 2. The superior rectus. Now, I need at least to use, I typically use green for this, but I'm going to use a different color. Since it does face medially, I have a muscle that sits deep to the superior rectus called the superior oblique. Let me move that back in and move my little diagram here. And this is the superior oblique muscle. And the superior oblique muscle sits deep to the superior rectus muscle. Now, next we want to look at the inferior oblique, and it is superior to the inferior rectus. So I'm going to use black here, and we're going to draw over top of him. Now, let me just give a quick erasure here. This muscle will also face medially, and since it is superior, it is superficial to the rectus, to the inferior rectus, so the inferior oblique is superficial to it, and the rectus muscle is deep to it. And I really need to kind of color it in to show that position here. Now, typically speaking, these will be a little neater when we draw them on the book, but it is in the board, but it is kind of difficult to draw on the iPad. But this should help you guys in your anatomical drawings and understand some basic human anatomy. And this concludes my video on extrinsic eye muscles. Thank you.